friends, with you it's Andrea Purvu, and today I welcome you guys back to a new episode. For today's video we are going to talk about the Ballon d'Or, and today I'm going to show you my ranking for this year's Ballon d'Or ceremony. So without any further ado, let's get started. So for some of the players I'm not going to give any explanation because I don't think that is that relevant. So yeah, number 30 is Florian Ritz for me. Number 29 is Dumfries. Number 28 Lautaro. Number 27 McAllister. Number 26 Declan Rice. I think he was a bit overestimated, a bit overhyped. In my opinion, he wasn't like that good. I mean, yes, he was good. He was one of the best players in the world this year. In my opinion, he was good for Arsenal. Yeah, as I said, he was good. But I don't know, I wouldn't have placed him higher on my list, on my ranking, because like all that he did that special was his performance against Real Madrid in the Champions League quarterfinal. And yeah, those two free kicks, and that was kind of it. Like, but yeah, overall good performances, but that's the only reason why I'm not going to rank him higher, because that was like the biggest impact that he made, those two free kicks. And yeah, definitely the best match of his career. But number 25 Vini, number 24 Guirassy, number 23 Bellingham. Here I didn't really want to give any explanation because I didn't think that it was that relevant, but then I was thinking that, you know, last year I said that he was supposed to win the Ballon d'Or, and yeah, now to place him 23 is quite weird. But the reason why I placed him this low was the fact that, first of all, he is not the same player as he was last year. Last year, he was more... I mean, I don't feel like his level decreased, but simply his position changed. Like, he became more defensive. He got more into that position of being a center mid and, like, coordinating the game and all that stuff. And I think he's done a really great job at that. I think he was one of the best midfielders in this season. But yeah, I mean, there are definitely other midfielders that made a bigger impact on their teams and on the performances of their teams. And yeah, Bellingham was not that bad. He had okay stats, but overall I still have a very great opinion about Bellingham. Again, he is one of the best players in the world. I think that as a midfielder he's going to become little by little maybe like best midfielder in the world, or maybe like second midfielder in the world. But yeah, 22nd place is Gyökeres for me. To be fair, here I'm going to start a scandal. I know that most of the people won't agree with me, but I think that Gyökeres is insanely overhyped, insanely overrated. I don't even know where to begin with. I mean, yes, I placed him this high just because, yes, he scored so many goals, but first of all, he scored them in the Portuguese league, and second of all, in big matches he never showed up. The only big match where he showed up was obviously the match against Manchester City, which is, I know, very important match, crazy, and yeah, he scored the hat-trick, but that's not enough. I mean, against Benfica and Porto, I'm pretty sure he haven't done much. Against other big teams in big matches, he didn't prove anything. And yeah, I think that we should first of all watch how he's going to play now in the Premier League at Arsenal, and then form an actual opinion about him, because in my opinion he hadn't proved anything. And the fact that he's having a quite rough start for Arsenal is just again proving my point that he's insanely overestimated, insanely overhyped. And yeah, for me he's 22nd. Personally, I would have ranked him even lower, but at the same time you're looking at the stats and you cannot be that cruel. But yeah, 21st place is Haaland. Some people might say that I should have placed him lower or stuff like that, but still, like, Haaland had really great performances. He definitely was not as good as he could be, but especially like the beginning of the season was amazing for him, was insane. He was quite consistent in my opinion, and yeah, at the end of the day he was good. 20 for me is Van Dijk. I think that is not debatable, the fact that this year, in this season, he was the best center back in the world. Number 19, Olise. Number 18, Fabian Ruiz. Number 17, Scott McTominay. Number 16, Doué. Again, we are going to talk a bit about this overhype that is happening in football. I think Doué is also quite overhyped. If you ask me, in my opinion, he has a bigger potential than Lamine Yamal has. I think that in the future he's going to be a better footballer than Lamine Yamal. I think he's going to make an actual impact on the football world. But for now, I think he's a bit overhyped. I mean, I heard a lot of people that they are saying that he's better than Lamine Yamal now, which is crazy because he definitely is not. Half of the season he was no one. I remember like at the beginning of the season, like I think he was on the bench or he was substituted at some point at the national team for France or something like that, and that's like the first time when I've seen him. And I was talking to my friends and I was like, yeah, like this guy has potential, you know. And my friends were like most of them did not even hear of him. So yeah, for like 6 months, maybe even more, I think that in March he started emerging, or March or April, something like that, he started actually emerging and actually having an impact. But yeah, from the moment when he started emerging, he was very good, he was consistent. Big impact on the CL final. And yeah, especially by the end of the season, I felt like at some point Desiree Doué was more of the face of PSG than Dembele. But that's arguably, I don't know what to say. But yeah, the thing is that he ghosted in the beginning of the season, and yeah, he was a no-namer until like March or April. But yeah, from the moment that he started emerging, as I said, he was very, very good. And in my opinion, he has a very big potential, but he's not that guy yet. He simply is not that guy yet, but I definitely see that he is going to be that guy. Number 15, Palmer. I know some people would rank Doué higher than Palmer, but personally, for me, Palmer was above Doué because he was more consistent. He, in my opinion, carried Chelsea. He helped Chelsea get to those CL spots. He literally, I think he was like a Chelsea savior. He saved Chelsea during last season. And yeah, honestly, very great performances. Also has good stats like the goals, assists, and all that stuff, and also the fact that he won the Conference League and the Club World Cup. So yeah. Number 14, Lewandowski. Number 13, João Neves. Number 12, Nuno Mendes. Best left back in the world, in my opinion. Very, very good. World class, yeah. Number 11, Kvaratskhelia. And now we are getting in the big top 10. So first of all, number 10 for me was Harry Kane. Yeah, world class player. He won his first trophy finally. Good numbers, good stats. Yeah, number 10, fair in my opinion. It's quite fair. Number 9, Donnarumma. I know that there's been so much talk about the fact that he's not good with the ball at his feet, but let's be fair. That is not a relevant point. You don't buy a goalkeeper to play well with the ball at his feet. That's not his role. That's not his responsibility. You hire a goalkeeper to save. He definitely helped so much PSG, in my opinion. If it wasn't for Donnarumma in that Liverpool game, their season wouldn't have went the way it went. They wouldn't have won the UCL and all that stuff. So yeah, I think that he was such a crucial part of that amazing team that won the treble and won literally everything besides obviously the Club World Cup. And yeah, Donnarumma, in my opinion, for many years he's been like one of the best goalkeepers in the world. For me, at least since like 24, for me it was like top 5 best goalkeepers in the world. And yeah, at the moment, or at least in the last season, definitely he was the best goalkeeper in the world. And yeah, big impact, showed up in the important games. So number 9, I think, is fair. 8th place for me was Pedri. I know that so many people are saying that he was the best midfielder and that he still is the best midfielder in the world. And I don't know. I mean, I think he's one of the best midfielders in the world, but I don't think he is the best. Number 7, Vitinha. Look, this is a midfielder that, in my opinion, was better than Pedri last year. I honestly liked more Vitinha. I know a lot of people would disagree with me, but yeah, I mean, I think that also this is arguably, like, I think, yeah, both sides are right. It just depends from the perspective that you're looking at. So I'm also accepting another ranking, like Vitinha being placed 8 and Pedri placed 7. But yeah, for me at least, Vitinha was better, and for me Vitinha should be on the 7th place. Also better stats, trophies to back it up. So number 6, Hakimi, 100% best right back in the world last year. Literally, PSG had the best lateral backs in the world last year, and yeah, Hakimi simply a very good player. I know a lot of people are talking about the fact that he's not that good on the defensive side, but personally I think he's good. I think he's good in the attacking, the transition phase. I think he's good defensively. I think overall he's such a great player, and overall definitely last year the best player in his position. Number 5, I know this is going to be so controversial, but honestly you guys can talk to my hand, because nobody can convince me that he wasn't supposed to be ranked 5th. To me, number 5 was Lamine Yamal. So many people are talking about the fact that he should be the Ballon d'Or this year, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to fall for his PR campaign. You cannot tell me that Lamine Yamal was better than Rafinha. You guys cannot tell me that Lamine Yamal had a bigger impact on Barcelona than Rafinha had. You cannot tell me that in this season, overall, the best player in the Barcelona squad was Lamine Yamal. You can simply not tell me that. I'm sorry, he has potential, but he's not that guy yet. Same with Desiree Doué. He's not that guy yet. He hadn't proved anything. He hadn't carried anyone anywhere. He didn't do like crazy stuff outside domestic. Didn't show up that much in like important, actually relevant matches. Too much talking, too much ego for nothing, and too much hype for nothing. I mean, no, the hype, I can understand the hype. He's such a young player. He's brilliant for his age, but again, he's brilliant for his age. He's not brilliant objectively speaking. He's brilliant for his age. And yeah, I'm sorry. I think that he has so much to prove. And I don't think he's that guy yet. Though, sadly, I don't think that he's ever going to become that guy. Because from what I'm seeing, from his habits, from the way he's acting, from the way he started showing up in matches and at training and all that stuff, I think little by little we are going to see a downfall of Lamine Yamal. And personally, I predicted this for a very long time. I remember, like, I think he was like 16. When I started YouTube, I said that Lamine Yamal is not going to make it past like 22. I don't think that Lamine Yamal he's going to be such a big I think he is going to fall. I think he's going to get to a downfall, and yeah, that's just my opinion. And I think that we are already seeing that in this beginning of the season. Yes, he had cool performances still, like, yeah, but I don't know. I think he's going to face a downfall from what I'm seeing in his character and all that stuff. But anyways, who am I to judge? It's not about their characters and all that stuff. It's not about this season and what I'm seeing in the beginning of this season. It's simply about what he done last season, and in my opinion, he was definitely not the best player in the world, and you cannot tell me that he was the best player in the Barcelona squad. And again, I don't know how some people could say that he should win the Ballon d'Or when he wasn't even the best player in La Liga. Like, literally, Rafinha was the best player in La Liga. Rafinha was the best player in the Barcelona squad. No, simply Lamine Yamal is 5th for me. 4th place for me was Kylian Mbappe. The reason why I placed him number 4 was, first of all, because for 6 months he was missing and all that stuff, and also the fact that he doesn't have trophies to back up his performances. But from January, he's been amazing. He's been incredible, like amazing stats since January. being the Golden Boot. Amazing performances, incredible performances. Definitely one of the best players in the world. If you're asking me, performance-wise, since January, he was the best player in the world, performance-wise. And Mohamed Salah, second place, performance-wise. But yeah, first 6 months of the season, he didn't show up. He ghosted. He literally ghosted. 6 months being invisible, no trophy. That's it. And now the podium, for me, third place was Mohamed Salah, definitely. Why for me Salah ranked higher than Mbappe was first of all because of his consistency, the fact that he had incredible performances from the beginning of the season till the end of it. A generational season, definitely, absolutely incredible. And also trophies, also the Premier League and all that stuff. So he also has stats to back up his performances. But sadly, there were other players who had better stats, and those are sadly the ones that really and actually matter to the in the Ballon d'Or. And personally, if you would have asked me, and I think until December, I was saying that Mohamed Salah is going to win the Ballon d'Or. But yeah, I was really expecting Liverpool to also win the Champions League and also the Carabao Cup, and yeah, I was expecting them to win the treble. But yeah, and now here comes the big moment. So the Ballon d'Or 2025 winner for me was Dembele. Yeah, probably expected. I think that most of the people say that Dembele should win this year the Ballon d'Or, and most probably tomorrow that's what he's going to be the one called up to take the prize. And yeah, I don't think that I have too much to say. Trophies, consistency, performances. Yeah, he had everything. He had amazing performances. He scored so many goals, amazing stats, trophies to back his performances up. Consistent from the beginning to the end of the season. Yeah, Dembele definitely was overall the best player in the world and obviously deserved overall the Ballon d'Or. And yeah, I'm honestly really happy because personally I've been a Dembele fan since I started watching football, because I was a really big fan of the national team, the French national team. And yeah, I think many times he was so over scrutinized, and in my opinion, as I said, he always been such a great player, and I'm so happy that he's finally getting the recognition that he deserved. Though in a way it's crazy to think about the fact that there are players like Neymar, like Mbappe, like Mo Salah that do not have a Ballon d'Or yet. And yeah, Dembele is winning that Ballon d'Or, but yeah, honestly, it was well deserved in my opinion. This year, it was actually well deserved. And second place for me was Rafinha. Rafinha had amazing performances, as I said. Best man in the Barcelona squad, best player of La Liga due to his consistency. Showed up in big games at the beginning of the season. In my opinion, if Rafinha wasn't there, if it wasn't for Rafinha, Barcelona wouldn't have won all the things that they had won, because he carried Barcelona on his back for 4 months. And little by little, the rest of the group started getting in form and started getting back on track and actually helping him. But yeah, for 4 months, he carried that club on his back. And I think he had such an important impact. He showed up in the games that mattered. He showed up in the games that didn't matter. He is finally getting the recognition that he deserves. And yeah, I'm sorry, but no PR campaign can convince me that Lamine Yamal was better than Rafinha, because he wasn't. He wasn't, and if you think that he was, you just have zero ball knowledge. So yeah, I really appreciate Rafinha, but sadly he didn't have same trophies and stats to back his performances up the same way as Dembele had. But personally, it was very tight, and yeah, I think that Rafinha definitely has a lot of reasons to be proud of his performances this season and for the player that he has become. And yeah, overall, it was a great season. It could have been better. I feel like, yeah, it was. It could have been better. It could have been a better season. But yeah, for me, the winner this year was Dembele. I really want to know what were your rankings for this year's Ballon d'Or. And if you have different opinions from me, please let me know in the comments down below. I really want to see your opinions and your takes on this. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it to your friends if you think that any of this information might be useful to them, comment down below any suggestion for me to improve and stuff like that, and subscribe to keep in tune with all of my uploads. Okay, you guys, bye!